What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode. Coach Joe here with Heartletics.com. In today's episode, I'm going to be sharing with you guys my experience when it comes down to meditation. And the reason why I'm sharing with you my experience is because I never want to force somebody. I learned this through coaching thousands of guys. Right? You can help somebody. You can share with them what has worked for others and what has worked for yourself. Right? But you can never force somebody to do something. So all I'm doing is kind of sharing with you my experience when it comes to things like meditation and just how it has helped improve my life and how it has helped me improve just my mindset and how to focus on things a little bit more clear. And we're going to talk a little bit about goal setting as well. Because at the end of the day, it's just pay attention. Well, you'll learn a little bit more as we progress through this episode. So before we get started, though, as always, if you guys are tuning in for the first time, do me a huge favor. If you guys are watching this on YouTube, make sure to subscribe to my channel. Give it a thumbs up as well. And then if you guys are listening on the podcast, just know I am so grateful for you. And anytime you give me a positive rating or share this on your social media, I'm so grateful and I appreciate all the support. So let's dive in and talk a little bit more about meditation. And first off, for some people, right, and I grew up in a religious household, right, and so meditation at first was awkward to me. It was like, what am I doing? Is this right? Should I be doing this? Right? It was just weird. It was uncomfortable, right? And it wasn't until I actually learned what meditation was. I think a lot of people think like meditation is you're doing something, right? Some kind of mystic spell within yourself, or you're trying to summon the gods, right? To give you the abundance and success and your whatever the case may be, right? People have all these different perceptions on meditation. And who knows, right? Some of them could be right, some of them could be wrong. I'm not one to judge. I'm just one to share with you guys my experience and how I viewpoint meditation. And how I view meditation, right, is what was the defining factor for me to actually focus more? I needed some help, right? I don't think I have ADHD anymore. I don't know if this is right to say, but like healed myself just from just self improvement on just focusing. Maybe I don't know, right? I don't know. But I just know that since I've been meditating, I have the easiest time focusing, right? And I mentioned about, growing up in school is very hard for me. I struggle with test anxiety, right? Freaking out and all that stuff, bad reading comprehension. And I always kind of blamed it on the fact that like maybe I have ADHD or maybe I, have a hard time learning or whatever the case may be. But through meditation, I kind of learned a little bit more about myself. I learned a little bit more about like these self-limiting beliefs that I was telling myself. And I feel like, I don't know, maybe you can relate to me, but are there things that maybe somebody has told you in the past, or maybe the story that you continue to tell yourself over and over again, where it's this belief system where it's so hard to overcome? Well, I don't know, like, and I'm not trying to say, once again, force anything upon you, like to do, meditation, but I will tell you this, that to me, meditation means get into the present moment where I'm not focusing so much on the past and I'm not focusing so much on the future. I'm focusing on just internally, like right now, literally right now, like this present moment in time. And when you get down to the nitty gritty, it's literally just focusing on one thing, right? And it really does help out your breath. In the deep moment of the presence, all you have is your breath. That is it, right? It's life. And by focusing on just taking some big deep breaths in, big deep breaths out. And once again, this was hard for me in the beginning, right? Because I couldn't focus. I had to practice it. It was uncomfortable. It took a very long time where I got good with meditation. And am I a monk? By all means not, right? And I'm not trying to become a monk, right? All I'm trying to do is just calm down my internal thoughts, right? So I'm not thinking so much about the past. I'm not thinking so much, right, on the future and the goals and, putting too much of an obsession on them. I'm focusing on what matters right now in the present moment. And that's how meditation has helped me. And once again, this was hard in the beginning, very hard. But I've learned this through just my development, right, of personal growth. And it's simply this, right? What you focus on, you're going to attract more in your life. And so many people, they're focused on either the past or they're focused on the future. They're not focused on the present moment. And if you boil down to the present moment, what do you really need to focus on? Habits. What are your daily habits that's leading you to a better tomorrow? If you know for a fact you're in alignment with your goals, you don't need to worry about your goals. And this is exactly how we coach our guys in our one-on-one coaching program at Heartletics. And it's simply telling them and teaching them and getting them focused on the present moment, getting them focused on becoming the best version of themselves each and every day, 1% better. That's it. And sure, meditation is a great tool, and we definitely go over this inside of our coaching program because we don't want to just help guys burn, 20 to 50 pounds of body fat in 90 days. We want to help them become the best version of themselves mentally as well. Have more confidence, have more self-respect, self-love for themselves. And yeah, meditation is something that we definitely go over as a tool that somebody can try out to see if it works best for them. And maybe they can adapt that to maybe a morning routine to just help them not worry about the past, not worry about the future, just focus on the present. I will say this, if you're somebody that's listening and you want to get, started with meditation, maybe use a guided meditation that you can find on YouTube. They don't have to be long at all. I meditate typically anywhere from 10 to 20 minutes a day. And it's typically like first thing in the morning where a nice little 10-minute meditation where afterwards I focus on visualizing my goals as if I already achieved it. That's helped me out tremendously with achieving a lot of success in my life. So I will say that, but once again, it is a practice that I like to do. It gets me focused on the present moment. It gets me focused on the daily habits for success in order to reach my goals. And it definitely helps me focus. That way I'm not focusing so much on the future and so much on the past. It's just focusing on the moment at hand. And with that being said, I really hope that you guys got some value from today's episode. If you did, definitely do me a favor and maybe share this on your social media page. Tag me if you can, or maybe just send me over a nice little message saying like, hey, I really want to pick up meditation now that, I heard your podcast episode. And it's something I definitely want to get into because maybe I focus a little bit too much on my goals. And maybe I focus a little bit too much on the past. And maybe I'm having a hard time living in the present moment and creating these habits to help me actually achieve my goals once and for all. And if you guys also need any other help, tips, tricks, anything like that, make sure to visit heartletics.com. We have a free fat loss guide that you can simply download. It's going to go over the 7 essential fat loss habits for success. And then on top of that, there is also a free training video that literally goes over one-on-one how I coach my clients for, not just once again, helping them burn anywhere from 20 to 50 pounds of body fat in 90 days, but most importantly, right, becoming the best version of themselves mentally as well. So with that being said, this has been Coach Joe with Heartletics, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Peace out, Girl Scout.